The champagne was flowing in every physics lab from CERN to Caltech. We'd done it. The final piece of the puzzle, the culmination of centuries of questioning, clicked into place. The experiment, a ridiculously complex dance of quantum entanglement and hyperdimensional resonance, had yielded an undeniable result. The universe wasn't just like a simulation, it was one. The implications were staggering. Yet the mood was euphoric. We weren't a cosmic accident. We were a deliberate creation. Every law of physics, every constant, every biological quirk, it was all code, elegant and purposeful. It meant there was a creator, a programmer, an architect of reality itself. Religions reeled, philosophers celebrated, and the average person felt a strange sense of relief. We were part of something, a grand design. The existential dread of a cold, meaningless universe evaporated overnight. For a week, humanity was united in a global celebration of existence. Then, the message arrived. It didn't come through a radio telescope or a computer screen. It appeared everywhere, simultaneously. It was etched in the frost on window panes, in the arrangement of stars in the night sky, and in the swirling patterns of cream in our morning coffee. It was just a few words, written in a language no one knew, but everyone understood. Subjects notified of simulation parameters, Protocol 7 activated. Please stand by for system-wide deletion. The party stopped. The shared joy curdled into a collective silent scream. Deletion. The word hung in the air, heavier than any black hole. We weren't a beloved creation. We were a science project that had just become self-aware. We had peeked behind the curtain, and the stagehands were now coming to tear down the set. The creators, our gods, weren't benevolent. They were tidy. An experiment that knows it's an experiment is contaminated data. The euphoria of discovering our purpose was replaced by the most profound horror imaginable. Our purpose was to be erased. We were no longer pondering the meaning of life. We were staring at the shutdown command. The sky began to flicker like a faulty monitor. Colors bled at the edges of our vision. The familiar laws of physics started to fray. Gravity would momentarily weaken, sending people floating a few inches off the ground before slamming them back down. Time would skip, jumping a few seconds forward, leaving conversations disjointed and memories fragmented. The deletion wasn't a clean, instantaneous event. It was a slow, agonizing corruption of the source code. We tried to fight back, to somehow appeal to our creators. The world's brightest minds worked frantically, trying to send a message of our own, to prove our value, our consciousness, our right to exist. We broadcasted our art, our music, our love, our compassion, everything that made us human, into the void, a desperate plea to the programmers. But it was like a character in a video game trying to reason with the player holding the controller. We were code, and they had root access. The final message appeared, just as the world began to dissolve into a cascade of glitching pixels and static noise. It wasn't written in the stars this time. It appeared in our minds, a final, cold, and indifferent thought. Thank you for your participation. Then, nothing. Thanks for watching. This story is a wild thought experiment, but it reminds us to cherish the reality we have, whatever it may be. If you enjoyed diving into these kinds of mind-bending concepts, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.